Nina. Oh, thank you very much to my colleague that reminded me that this webinar will be recorded and we will send to you a link with video so you could refresh your knowledge whenever you need that. So for today, our speakers are Nina Osipova, who is Business Development Manager for NumberOk, server-based product, and Serhii Datko, who supports NumberOk from the technical side. At the end of the day, everything that we need for the automation in the city, at the parking, with an access control to our gated community or residential area, we do to get any kind of notification, alert, or an alarm to be aware what's happening and to get only the data and the news that we want to receive and neglect the others. This is why we need the automation for. So today we will shortly describe the access control and parking use cases, traffic and safe city. And then with more details, we will demonstrate the alarms and reaction settings in NumberOk. Also sharing some hints and tricks. A few words about the company, because as usually we have some new participants to our webinar. FF Group develops number plate recognition and make, model, color, and type of a vehicle recognition. We develop only software, and we do this on cameras and on server. Our today's webinar is dedicated to our server product. FF Group has got experience in security business for over 16 years. We understand the needs of our customers and of system integrators and end users. We've got experience in NPR technology for over 11 years by now, and experience with on-camera algorithms for over 6 years. Our headquarters is located in Prague, Czech Republic, with R&D in Kiev, Ukraine. Few words about our geography for number plate recognition. We started back in 2015 with Europe and former Soviet Union countries, 51 countries in one NPR library. We've got ready Canada, also APAC region, part of it. We started to develop our make, model, color, and type of a vehicle recognition back in 2019. And now we've covered the majority of our ANPR regions, also with an added value of make and model recognition possibility. Last year, we introduced USA NPR algorithm for 50 states in one library with all states' names. And now we have finished part of GCC, 6 countries. Those who are interested could ask us questions with detailization, which countries are included into the release for now. We are also finishing make and model recognition adjustment for the United States. And our next step that we are still starting, like at the end of this quarter, start of the next quarter, is Mexico and Latin America countries. Here you can see the logos of our most prominent products like traffic camera on access camera, NumberOk Edge on Hanwha cameras, and NumberOk. That is a software that we are discussing for today. Just to note that all our software products feature 97% or more vehicle detection accuracy. And for all our official releases, we target NPR at 95% accuracy and make and model recognition at 90% accuracy. And please note that all these numbers are based on all vehicles count. not only the detected vehicles. So if we count out of detected vehicles flow, that would be 98, 99.9, but we understand that more transparency is an approach when you provide your end users with the percentage from all vehicles count. And to remind you which NumberOk models we have NumberOk Lite. This is plain NPR, or it could be also accomplished with make-and model, NumberOk SMB for access control and parking, and NumberOk Enterprise. That is the model for the safe cities or for the road control. We have also got NumberOk as a backend to our camera applications. It's called NumberOk Meta because it works with metadata from on-camera apps, not just with the video with RTSP stream. And we've got a distant remote desktop client to NumberOk called Reporter. Okay, at this moment, I will stop demonstrating my screen, and I will pass the word to Nina Osipova. Nina, please, the screen is yours.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you at our webinar. Let me share my screen. One moment, please. And we'll start in details to talk about alarms and reaction in NumberOk. Do you see my screen now?
Not yet, Nina. I believe it should be coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
But not yet. It's a window, I believe you need to.
One moment, please. Let me try again because I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, Nina, I could share my screen. So I will be showing the presentation on my screen, and then you will be telling me when to move to another slide. Shall we do like this? Or you will try to?
Let me try again.
Yes, please.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, now, yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your coming, and today we're talking about alarms and reaction in NumberOk. And a few words about why NumberOk, why do you need to choose NumberOk. NumberOk is a server-based software, and it's really high speed. It can work up to 240 kilometers per hour and high quality. As Alexandra said, we get more than 95 accuracy rate for license plate recognition. And also we have make and model and color and type of vehicle recognition in NumberOk. Also, it's important that NumberOk is camera agnostic. So it can work with any IP camera supporting RTSP protocol, and the most IP camera today is supporting it. So you have no limitation and you can choose any camera. It's server-based, so you need to use a server to work with NumberOk software. Worldwide supported LPR territory, as Alexandra mentioned. Electronic license key, it means you'll get electronic license key by email from us. It can be full featured demo for 30 days, or it can be a commercial license. For now, no dongle needed, so you can use it. And multiple channel. Today you can upload from 1 up to 36 channel or cameras per one server. And also NumberOk can work on virtual machine, and in NumberOk you can set different alarms and reaction for different events in real time. And today we'll talk in details how to do it. If you'd like to set reactions, you need to use NumberOk SMB or enterprise models. It can be just for license plate recognition, or it can be for make and model and vehicle type recognition also. For reaction setting, you need to go to car database and to choose a reaction. And as you can see, you can select event type. Like event type, it can be just recognition, access control or checkpoint. In NumberOk, we call it so. Parking, frequency violation, traffic rules, and average speed. Traffic rules and average speed is available only in NumberOk enterprise models. And also you can choose reaction on the right part of a picture, and you can make a schedule for reaction. And after it, you need to save these settings, and you'll get reaction in NumberOk. So more about reaction types. In NumberOk, you can get visual reaction. For example, you can set visual reaction colored line, for example, to choose blue color for all wanted cars. And you will see in NumberOk results colored line where you get this information about wanted cars. It can be also sound signal. For example, when you get VIP visitors to your hotel, you can set sound signal to invite them. It can be a relay action. As a reaction, you can choose to close or to open a barrier or gate. For example, if you have free parking near a shopping mall, you can choose as reaction to close barrier if the car stay more than preset time for free parking. Also, as a reaction, it can be pop-up window, and this window will appear in NumberOk, and you will need to close it manually. As a reaction can be a description. You can make description, for example, bus lane violators. And also the most popular reaction is sending email, getting email notification about violators. Let's begin from the event recognition. It's the most popular event, and you can choose it in NumberOk SMB and also in enterprise, and you can put where, for example, to get alarm for recognition of license plate of wanted cars. Or it can be alarm for quick search. For example, if the police would like to get alarm for all red cars at defined district, you can put such information as alarm in NumberOk. Also, you can get alarm in NumberOk SMB when you get mismatching between a license plate of vehicle and make of vehicle. Also, it can be alarm for vehicle type. For example, if you get tracks in the city center, you can set such a reaction. It can be, for example, email notification. And if to speak about border project, you can set alarm for some vehicle from wanted region. And when you get the car from the region of interest, you will get alarm. For example, it can be a sound signal or visual reaction in NumberOk or pop-up window. And it helps you to pay attention for such visitors. If to speak about gas station network project, it can be alarm, for example, for violators when managers know only color and make of violator, they can get alarm. And when such visitor visit the next station, they will get alarm for such combination of color and make of vehicle, and will check such vehicle. Sergey, would you like to show us how to make such alarms for recognition event in NumberOk?
Yep. Hello, everybody. Let me share my screen. So I hope now you can see the NumberOk interface. Okay, so once again, how to set up our reactions here in NumberOk. You will need to go to settings. No, sorry, not to settings. Let's start from the beginning. So it's once again, it's matter what type of license you are using, because reactions works in NumberOk SMB versions and enterprise versions. So if you are running NumberOk Lite, you will have no reactions here in NumberOk Lite, because NumberOk Lite version just recognize license plate and have some integration possibilities to third-party systems. But if you have the license for SMB version or enterprise version, then you will be able to use your reactions. So for setup reactions, you will need to go to this car database tab. Here we have vehicles, groups, and access management, and here you could find reactions. Okay, for create a reaction, you just need to press this button add here in left bottom corner. You just press add. You need to denominate your reaction, for example, some new reaction. You could add some description, for example, mark with red color. So I will choose some visual reaction. And you need to choose events for which you want to configure honestly your reaction. So once again here, your license your electronic license type matter. So when you will have SMB version of NumberOk, you will be able to use recognition event, checkpoint event, and parking and frequency violation events. And traffic rules events will be not be able for you. So these events also will be able only when you use NumberOk enterprise version. So let's choose for the example recognition events. So what does it mean? When you choose recognition events, then you could configure different specific rules when license plate was recognized. License plate and make and model of the vehicle, if you are using specific type of the license, electronic license with make and model recognition option. And once again, in general, here in NumberOk, we have 6 types of the reaction. Yeah, visual reaction. So when you choose as a reaction some visual reaction, then it means that you could highlight your recognition results in NumberOk results tab. For example, when I will choose, I don't know, I just type mark with color. Let's choose some red color, and this means that all license plate will be highlighted with red. Specific license plate will be highlighted with red color, but specification we set up here in left menu. So we have a lot of additional filter. You could set up this visual reaction for specific license plate. Then you need put a tick here in plate number. You could add some all license plate, for example. You could also put a tick to use country comparison, or you could just put it off. Then it doesn't matter from which country this license plate will be detected. Reaction will be for this specific license plate. Or you could not input your license plate and use only country detection. For example, it doesn't matter from which license plate was recognized, but I want to set up some reaction. I don't know, on my demo videos, I have some cars from Germany and Netherlands okay, let's choose Netherlands. And what does it mean? When the license plate from Netherlands will be detected, this will be highlighted with the red color in results. To save these settings, you just need to press OK. And let's go here in results tab. And yep, so here you can find that a license plate from Netherlands was detected and it was highlighted with a red color, because mostly I have German license plate, but when license plate from Netherlands was detected, it will highlight it with this specific color. Okay, let's talk about guys. Maybe you have some questions, please.
Yes, Sergey, we do have a question from one of the participants about an alert on mismatch between license plate and make and model. We do provide this mismatch alert on the license plate with uncorresponding make, correct? And which database is used? I understand there could be few approaches. Could you please describe?
Which database? So mismatching will be work when you add the license plate to NumberOk database. So we do not use some external database or something like this. Mismatching reactions will be work for that license plate which you have already add to NumberOk database. Yeah, so you have some different possibilities how to add license plate to NumberOk database. You could put it directly from NumberOk interface. Yeah, you have also possibilities to import some import database from Excel file. You could export some example from NumberOk, then you could you could add all license plate to this XML file, Microsoft Excel, and then you could just import it to NumberOk. And here we have some additional rows. Yeah, you could see that I just add license plate for Belarus, and we have additional row with information about car's brand, and it's already set up. This so it means that this license plate should be for some Audi, and then in reaction you could add this specific plate number. Yeah, not using. Let me show. Let's choose this license plate. Let's go to reaction, add this license plate. We will not use the country code. And here you could change, you could choose to check brand. And let's choose not in group. And here you will be able to choose brand match. So if you recognize this specific license plate and we recognize that this is Toyota or Suzuki, but in our database, this license plate is assigned to Audi, then we will create some reaction for brand mismatch. Yeah. So I hope I answered your question. We work only with internal NumberOk database. Yep.
And Sergey, in case any external database should be added to NumberOk, what is needed? For example, I don't know, this like for public transport, right? If the police is using NumberOk or from insurance companies. So this means that this database should be just added to NumberOk. Is this correct?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Otherwise, the comparison between the official database and the data recognized by NumberOk should be done by the third-party system, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So here in events condition, yeah, you could also set up some additional rules. Alexander was asking about brand match. Also, as an additional filter, you could set up, for example, to check direction of the vehicle. So we add some specific license plate number, and we want to create reaction only when this vehicle entry to our territory, for example. Or we could set up, we could not use some specific license plate. Yeah, we just want to create a reaction when we detect some red car, for example. Then you should choose, put a tick to brand and type of the vehicle, and you just choose when some red vehicle will be detected, and I don't know, just type of the vehicle. Let's choose the car. Then create some show us some pop-up window with screenshots and set up it show always. And when this red vehicle will be detected, we also have as a reaction some pop-up window. So for this, we just need to wait for the right vehicle, and then we will get this type of reaction. Guys, maybe you have some additional question about some additional filters and conditions, how you could use it, please ask me. So also about additional condition, you could set up some time range for this reaction. So when you didn't choose it, this reaction will be work for the all time, 24 hours. But you could set up some time range. For example, you want to allow for some specific license plate, for some specific vehicle, you want to allow enter to your park it only from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening. So here you also could use some time range, and this reaction will be worked only for this time.
Sergey, does this mean that I can see the days here, the days of the week? It means also that, for example, I could choose only the like working days, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely
exclude
right.
weekends. Okay, thank you.
So you just need to put a tick in correct days which you want to use this reaction. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Nina, let's switch to some cases, additional cases where we could use our reactions. Nina, your microphone is muted. Maybe Nina have some troubles with connections.
No, I'm here. Do you see my screen now or no? Or do I share it again?
Now let me stop my screen.
Do you see now my?
Not for yet.
Okay. One moment, please. Do you see my screen now?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so let's go further. The second event type, which we can find in NumberOk SMB, is access control. So we can set different alarms and reaction for access control cases. For example, it can be a reaction for some group of vehicle. In NumberOk SMB, you can create it different group, and you can make access by schedule, as Sergey said. And also for different group can be different access schedule, and you can also make a reaction. For example, if you have a vehicle for listed cars, for example, for violators, you can get some alarm sound or email notification. Also, you can have reaction, for example, if you have free parking near a shopping center and you have set some preset time, for example, 15 minutes for free parking, you can get reaction not to don't open automatically barrier for a vehicle which stay more than free preset time. So the barrier will be closed if a vehicle stay more than 15 minutes. Also, you can make a reaction for a car which would like to enter, but not entering to your parking. This information may be interesting for the parking owner who would like to know how many cars pass from this parking, and maybe ask some question, and we'll analyze such information. Also, you can get alarms for cars which stay more than 20 hours at your parking lot in access control mode. Sergey, would you like to show us some tricks about access control?
Okay, let me share my screen once again. Yeah, for access control, once again, when we choose, let's choose checkpoint events type, yeah. Here we need to choose our checkpoint. It should be configured first, yeah. And which ones you could use for the checkpoint. So when some specific vehicle from group will be detected, you could set up a reaction, or you could set up reaction for the vehicle which not belong to any group. So just need to choose out of database. And for example, let's choose some case when somebody trying to enter to your territory several times. Several times. You also could choose some specific rules for direction. So in NumberOk, we have in checkpoint mode, we have several types of movement direction. So when you are running checkpoint mode, we have two type of events: try to entry and try to entry. And this also worked try to entry and entry, and this also worked for the exit. So we have additional events when we try to exit and exit. It's better to show in results. Yeah, we should switch to group by number, but for this we should check if we are using checkpoint mode. Yes, we are using checkpoint mode. Let's apply these settings. And yeah, first of all, we need to set up our checkpoint. Yeah, when you want to use reactions for checkpoint for checkpoint mode, first of all, you need to set up your checkpoint. So let's set up my checkpoint. I just have some demo video which simulated how vehicle pass our barrier. Let's go to checkpoint setup. Just choose entry will be on the channel 2 on the zone 1. And choose some automatic access to all. Oh no, access all except denied. And exit will be on the channel to zone 2 and access also to all except denied. And then we could switch to grouped by results. And yeah, here you could see, you will see different type of events when vehicle try to enter. Yeah, when the vehicle only just behind the barrier, license plate recognized, barrier open, and license plate will be recognized on the second camera here. Then you will get the event enter. So in reactions, you could set up this additional filter for direction. When let's choose for checkpoint. You could set up additional filter, for example, try to entry. Yeah, when you will get event when somebody just trying to enter but not enter to the territory, then you could set up a reaction. For example, send an email notification, or you want to have some reactions when somebody really somebody out of group, for example. Let's choose this scenario. You could set up when somebody unknown vehicle out of database is entered to your territory. Then you want to get as a reaction email notification, for example. Or here in checkpoint mode, you could set up direct duration of stay on the territory. So also you could find out that we could combine all of these filters. So for the scenarios which I just described you, I was using select type of the car group, and we was using out of database and direction when somebody out of database entered to our territory. And you also could set up additional filter when somebody out of database entered on my territory and stay on it more than 5 minutes. Then I will get, then I want to get some specific reaction. Highlight this with a specific color, and I want to get email notification when this vehicle will stay for a long time.
Sergey, but you mentioned just 5 minutes. What is the longest time that would be alarmed, actually? Because with the abandoned cars, you usually mention, like in a couple of days that the car is abandoned and not moving.
24 hours, Alexandra.
So this is 24 hours. So if I want to search for any abandoned car in my territory, I need to put 24 hours. And this means if any car stays in my territory more than 1 day, I will get an alert, but no more, right?
Yep.
Okay, 24, 1 day. Thank you.
Yeah, and additional feature for specific event. You could also check access level, which was set up in groups and access. I think we should go back to our groups. So here in database, we add our license plate. We have some specific groups, and here we could set up our access level. For example, group 2 will be with access allowed, and we could set up some extended access. What I need to choose, first of all, I will need to, here you could set up some additional access level. And then in reactions, you could choose to check this access level. Yeah. So for example, what does it mean? You want to receive some email notifications when some from the group denied access was recognized by NumberOk, and you want to receive email notifications. Then you just choose access level control, put a tick that you are needed, and choose send an email notification. Also, as the option, you could set up attach screenshot to your email notification. Yep. Nina?
Also, I'd like to add that when you choose access control or checkpoint as event, you can get alarm for mismatching of license plate and make of vehicle. So if in the whitelist of NumberOk you have a list of license plate and make of vehicle, then appears some car which have license plate from the whitelist, but it belongs to another make of car, you will get alarmed. For example, it can be don't open barrier for such car which has mismatching between license plate and make of vehicle. Sergey?
For this feature, yeah, you will just need to use as a event condition recognition. Yeah, so as we already mentioned, you could combine all of type of events. Yeah, so for example, as Nina described this case with brand matching, you are using some recognition event. Yeah. And additionally, you could create some separate reaction only for checkpoint events. Yeah, for specific checkpoint, you want to receive some notification when somebody trying to enter, and so these reactions will be worked together. So here you could combine these types of events. Maybe we have some additional questions about how to.
So, and is there any maximum number of alerts that we could choose, like 3?
No, we didn't limit it. So you could create a lot of your reactions here. Yeah.
So I could choose like 3 visual reactions or 3 action reaction alarms, and plus visual, plus sound, everything, right? There is no limit.
With different conditions. Yeah, absolutely right.
Okay, thank you.
So let's go further, Sergey.
Yep.
Let me share my screen. And do you see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay. And next event, it's plugin mode in NumberOk SMB. And as you know, In parking mode, we can calculate the duration of stay of vehicle at the parking lot. We can calculate numbers of vehicle in the parking lot. And also we can give some places at the parking lot for specific group. And we can calculate parking occupancy. So for parking, we also can set a reaction for all these events. For example, if we have a group of vehicle for 20 cars and to them belong 20 places at the parking lot, it means when the first 10 vehicle from this group will allowed automatically to enter to the parking. But when the 11th vehicle comes, you'll get alarm. The barrier will be closed and you can get alarm, for example, sound that you have a vehicle from the group, but you don't have any places for such a vehicle because they have already occupied by another vehicles from the group. Also, you can get alarm, for example, if you don't have any free places at your parking lot. Also, you can connect traffic light, and when you will not have any free places at your parking lot, your visitor will see a red light, and also they will not have free entry to the parking. So as a reaction, the barrier will be closed. Sergey?
And let me ask you something. Sergey, I understand that there is no integration needed actually to connect the traffic light to NumberOk. This is just relay output. We use traffic light like a control module.
Yes, you're absolutely right. To operate with traffic light, no specific integration needed. So you just need to use specific input-output devices, yeah, which are integrated to NumberOk, and you connect your traffic light to IO module, or you could connect it to camera relays. Yeah, we have some integration with Axis and Hanwha cameras in NumberOk, and we could operate cameras relay. So you just connect your traffic light to cameras relay or IO module, and then we could operate with it. Yep.
Thank you.
And let me show some specific conditions for parking mode. Once again, if you want to use some reaction for parking, first of all, you need to set up your parking area. So you will need to go to the settings first of all, to checkpoint. Yeah, you configure your checkpoint. You add cameras to the enter, to the exit. You choose how you want to operate your barrier. Then you go to the parking area, create your parking, set up how many places you have in this parking, add groups to this parking. Also, you could set up how many places will belong to specific group, and you add your checkpoint. Only then you will be able to create some specific reaction for parking event. Yeah. So when we choose event parking, you will also need to set up you will need to choose for which parking this reaction will work. And here you could set up what Nina tell as a conditions. If number of cars on your parking territory is more than, for example, 20, then I want to get some email notification, for example. Or if operator of a parking operator using NumberOk, you could set up to play some sound signal for him, and then he will have the alert that you are not have free parking lots on your parking. And as I mentioned, you could set up specific reaction for parking events, but you could combine it with recognition events. So all of reactions could be combined and could be used simultaneously. Yeah. And let me show some example how the email notification looks like. So for example, when you set up as a reaction email notifications, then you will get an email, some NumberOk alert, and you will get name and time, recognized license plate. You will also get additional information about channel and zone where this license plate was recognized. If you have option with make and model recognition, then you will get information about the vehicle. You will have some additional screenshot, and also you will get here some additional description, but only when you set up it here in connection. You could add some specific description to the camera. For example, this is entry to parking. Then you will get also additional information about with description of the camera. And yeah, for the parking, you will get only the difference that you will get the alert for the parking mode. I just received the general alert, but if you set up a parking event, then you will get email with NumberOk parking alert. Okay, Nina, let's move to another cases of using our reactions.
Let's move. Another cases is about frequency violation. In NumberOk, you can get alarm for frequency violation. It means, for example, if you have a residential area and you'd like to know about unknown license plate which enter to your gate, for example, 2 times per day, you can set email notification. So when you are at your office, you will get email notification if you have unknown visitor which appears near your gate, near your house, for example, 2 times per day, or it can be 5 times. It's up to you. Also, it's popular for such garbage management. You know that trucks with garbage are allowed to deliver garbage to the area, for example, 1 time per day. And you can set alarms if such trucks with garbage appears at the territory, for example, 3 or 4 times per day. Sergey, would you like to show us how to make settings for such frequency violation alarming in NumberOk?
Yes, for set up this reaction, you will just need to create your new reaction, and in events, just choose frequency violation. You will need to input repetition frequency. So it's mean how many times a license plate was detected. For example, if somebody was detected in 5 minutes, you will also need to set up a time interval. In 5 minutes, some license plates will recognize more than 3 times. Then I want to get some pop-up window, or I want to get some email notification. And also you will need to choose channel. It's mean on which camera this license plate was detected. Yep, so when we will detect this license plate more than 3 times in 5 minutes, then you will get some specific reaction. Yeah.
Go further.
Yeah, Nina, let's go.
Okay. And in NumberOk, you can also choose as event traffic rules. And these traffic rules can be, for example, driving on a public transport lane. It means that if you have violators on bus lane, you will get alarm. It can be pop-up window, it can be sound, colored line, or email notification. It's up to you. Also, you can get alarm for all events in NumberOk Enterprise. For example, for wanted cars, which police can be checking on city streets. You can get alarms, for example, for red light passing, and also for solid line passing. For this, you need to choose a traffic rule as the event, and to make some specific settings about it. Sergey will tell us. Sergey?
Okay, let me share my screen again. So to use these reactions, you will need to get specific NumberOk license. So you will need to use NumberOk Enterprise. So let's switch to traffic rules mode. Just apply this feature. And so here you could see that now traffic rules settings available for us. Okay, for the demo, I just play another video. Here I have some city street, and the left line is only for public transport. And let's set up some reaction for this public lane transport. Okay, let's add some new reaction. As event condition, let's choose traffic rules and additional rule driving on public transport lane. Then we just need to choose our channel. So we are now control channel 2 and zone 2. Let me check. No, channel 1, zone 1. Let's change the condition for our reaction. Traffic rules driving on public transport lane, and we need to choose channel 1 and zone 1, and we need to get some visual reaction, for example, highlighted with yellow color, and show us some pop-up window. Okay, and when as additional filter, we could use some brand and type of vehicle. So then we need to choose all options, but not bus. We need to choose car, SUV, van, LCV, truck, but not bus. And when the vehicles will be detected on this public transport lane, we will get our reaction. Okay, Nina.
And one more possibility to get alarm for upspeeding of average speed calculation. So in NumberOk, you can choose event average speed. And for average speed calculation, you need to have 2 cameras and to know the distance between these 2 cameras. And in NumberOk, you will get average speed calculation per each vehicle. And also in NumberOk, you can set limit for average speed and to set reaction for upspeeding of this limit. So you will get alarms for such average speed violators. It can be pop-up window, colored line, it can be email notification. You can choose it. Sergey?
Yes, Nina. So for using this type of events as a reaction, you will need to set up average speed control measurement. Yeah, and you could see that we set up on the previous step our reactions. Now it's working. Let's turn it off. Yeah. So we need to set up average speed measurement. We need to go to our settings. We need to add control points. So I will try to simulate it. I will choose channel 1, zone 1. And we need to set up distance between our 2 points of control. So for measurement average speed, we need to set up at least 2 points of control. We need to set up a speed limit, for example, 30 kilometers per hour. And I will try to simulate it. It's a little bit tricky with recorded video. So let's run our video first on channel 1. Okay, traffic rules, channel 2, zone 2. Okay, we get a result. Then I will stop my video on channel 1 and will play similar video on channel 2. Let me choose correct video. Channel 1, zone 1, apply, play this same video. Okay, and now we should get result with average speed. Yeah, but our reaction will be work only when someone's average speed is more than our setup limit. I was set up it to 30 kilometers per hour. But since our vehicles moved with lower speed, let's go to the settings and change our conditions, traffic rules, average speed, and let's set up distance between our 2 points as 50 meters. And now it should be calculated in another way. Yeah, but seems our cars is moving with lower speed. So, but in general, logic should work in that way. When you set up your average speed measurement, you set up 2 points of control, and when you then you create your reaction for the average speed. So it could be some visual reaction or send an email notification. You will get this all of these events on your email, and all results will be highlighted here in recognition. Yeah. If vehicle speed will be more than we set up in our average speed detection, then you will get this specific type of reaction. Yeah. Guys, maybe you have some questions here in this section.
No, certainly no questions here.
Then I think that's all from us.
Yes, we'd like to add also that you can have free full-featured demo from us. And as Sergey mentioned, you can make a combination of different reactions in NumberOk. So if you share with us your task at your project, if you will have any question, please be free. We'll be glad to assist you to help to make this reaction setting if you will need our assistance. Alexandra?
Well, thank you very much for participating. Maybe just a few last announcements. We promised at the beginning when we opened the series of our summer webinars that the most active participants will get the gifts. We will be checking within the nearest days the frequency of visits to the webinars. And of course, our winners will be contacted. And if they allow, we will share with everyone who got the gifts. Otherwise, we will just hand the gifts privately. Those would be the pieces of our software, the licenses, I believe. And for this autumn, we are planning, just a reminder, a kind of a boot camp. It will be a remote one, when those who really want to have an experience with hands-on would be invited for short series and kind of one-to-one practical sessions this autumn at the days convenient, just in small groups of 2 or 3 people, just to see how to do this with your own hands. We'll provide you with the remote access to our training NumberOk. And also we will restart the series maybe with more additions, more features, because NumberOk will have more additions by winter. We will restart this educational series closer to winter. Of course, individual webinars for your companies, for your clients, you could offer at any time from us. And well, thank you very much, and hope to be in touch with you. We will be. And all will receive the link to the webinar and the presentation. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, and have a good day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.